A very good day to all of you. My name is Ivan Tanyong Han from Class 4 STEM 1 SMK Sunday. My hobby is playing basketball. Every evening, you would see me at my front yard playing basketball with myself or my little brother. Now today, I will be reviewing a motivational self-help book entitled Can't Hurt Me, Master Your Minds and Defy the Odds. This 364-page book was published by Lioncrest Publishing and was released on November 15, 2018, written by the one and only David Goggins, an endurance athlete and retired Navy SEAL. The storyline of this book is sort of similar to Atomic Habits by James Clear, How Bad Do You Want It by Max Fitzgerald, 12 Rules of Life by Jordan B. Peterson, and also Control Your Mind and Master Your Feelings by Eric Robertson. This book costs about 47 ringgit and tells us about the life story of the author himself, who had lived in an exceptionally terrible life. He was born in a family where his father always laid his hands on his mother whenever he was mad. He was raised in a society full of racism and was once held at gunpoint when he was just walking to his home. He was also kicked out from his own house by his own mother when he was just a teenager. Back then, he was just weak and insecure. Despite all the bad experiences he had in his life, he managed to use it to fuel himself and build a really strong mentality that had led him to who he is today. He is the only person who had completed 3 Hell Weeks in the military. He is the only person who had completed elite training as a Navy SEAL, an Army Ranger, and an Air Force Tactical Air Control. He is an ultra-marathon runner and one of the 12 Black Navy SEALs in America. He was also called the toughest man on the planet. He said, "Your brain is the most powerful thing in the world. If you let it control you instead of you controlling it, then your life is meaningless as you are a slave to your own moods." He also said, and I quote, "There is no better way to grow as a person than to do every day something you hate." This book really motivates me as I read his story. He made me realize that I am not suffering alone. He probably experienced things much more worse than me. So I thought to myself, if he can do it, why can't I? His quote about doing things you hate taught me about discipline. He taught me that your brain, from the beginning of time, had been programmed to stay away from things that will hurt you or make you uncomfortable. For example, working out is hard and painful sometimes. So, most of the people stayed away from it just because of their own minds. This book is written in a simple and understandable language. The contexts are easy to comprehend and his way of writing is intriguing for reading it. If anyone wants motivation, this book is definitely your go-to. It covers all the methods for developing self-discipline and a really strong mentality. However, this book contains stories about his terrible childhood that might appear uncomfortable to a few. His achievements are based on determination and breaking your limits. This might not be everybody's cup of tea. This book is relatable. We often feel dejected with what happens around us or within us. The pandemic has brought immense sorrow to us and the world as a whole. But if we think on the other perspective, all that matters are what we put in our minds. Thank you for lending me your ears. And last but not least, be optimistic and never give up.